answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life, then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all. It's been a while. It's been a long week. Just had a couple of things. Might be channeling some things I picked up on as for the galactic universe. One thing I want to put down before I go into this: those of you that believe in aliens, that are connected to them, connected to their energies, that channel them, those of you in the galactic community, I call it that know what's going on. As this increases into our society, I would expect backlash for some individuals. So I am just putting it out there. But this is part of the growth of it. But I don't doubt it. Just like anything else, when new things start in our world, you know what happens. So, going into super detail, I see that for the foreseen future. Not for everybody, of course, but certain individuals that are in the limelight, such as myself. So, one thing I want to put out there is knowledge about the Greys and the reptilians and negative, or if you want to call them negative service to self reptilians that attacked many Greys, made Greys their slaves. And those slaves that went back after the service to self reptilians around Sirius is where a lot of their wars were. And the Greys use more mind control to affect reptilians. About using warfare, to use their telepathic abilities, technologies to manipulate reptilians in a way where it'll affect their minds and their thinking. So the reptilians weren't really looking. They can't see everything. So they, like you said, the Greys knew how the reptilians would think and use that against them. So there was conflict between the two of them because of how the Greys were treated by the reptilians and things of that order. Also, about the Sirians, obviously those in the community probably already know, but this is something new for me to connect with because there's just so much about there's a negative race or service to self race of the Sirians that, yeah, they're not much into nature, but they use nature against us. They are just as bad as the reptilians have been to this planet. David Icke talks about the reptilians all the time. He should be talking about the Sirians also, because the Sirians are pretty, yeah, they're in your face. They don't hide it. They just do it. And I feel like they're a part of HARP also. Of course, there's a lot of entities that are part of HARP, so they're one of them. So those who are channeling the Sirians, I imagine this is not new to some, but there's so much information out there, it's hard to connect to everything. The reason I want this out there is to send your love to Sirians. There's a lot of star seeds here that are connected to Sirians. Also, a lot of Sirians, not all, some, have a lot of issues with allergies because they rejected nature. So that might help you connect those dots to who they are. Also, this is Sirian that's next to me. Another thing is, they're expecting an influx of their information to come to their world. As a channeler, start channeling more, realize they can do it, more alien information becomes more rapid throughout our society. It's going to increase more than ever before. It just takes time. So they're coming out of their closet. And for you out there who believe in aliens, who connect to their energies somehow, have dreams, you star seeds, we're all star seeds in some ways. There are different ways. Those who have dreams about being on a ship and things of that sort, and know for a fact that you are connected to the galactic federations, etc. A lot of us are in the closet, aren't we? We can't tell people how we feel, what we see. I have a job, I can't tell anybody. So we're all in the closet, aren't we? Not for long. It's not going to be forever. So it's kind of funny. So this information is going to become more rapid over time. It takes time. Our world of spirituality, our spiritual world is not very spiritual as for society, obviously, right? Depends on who you talk to. At least in the United States, it is not very, spirituality is engulfed in fear, called religion. There's more to the Sirians than that, but that gives you an idea. They're another part of our manipulation. Palladians also, tall blondes, not just tall blondes. There's also blue Palladians also that manipulate us. So that said, all right, let's see if anybody comes through. Leave it open for anybody. Just see what. Blessings to all. Sorry for not posting more. I'm trying to. It's been things behind the scenes going on. Financial situations. Channeling is doing my best to make it more constant. As for public webinars, that's still debatable right now. My energy level is not. I don't know if I can handle it anymore because the message isn't getting out what they have to say. Sometimes the webinars are dampening their message, their intent, but not always. Blessings to all. Greetings. Blessings to you. You can call me Maximus. I'm a Sirian, blue Sirian. We mean, we mean your planet no harm. Blessings to you all. Blessings to your societies that put up with this world and its negative energies of complex schooling. It is true that many of our species on your planet today and yesterday, poisoning the airwaves of your skies, chemtrails, Sirians that are service to self, that do not want your world to prevail, have ruined this planet through nature, knows how to work with nature and knows how to destroy it, knows how to keep the vibration down. Chemicals in the skies and in the ground and in your waters to keep you at a low vibration also. But that is not their task. Their task is to keep Mother Nature from being who she is, downplaying her, making the trees weak so they cannot speak to you as they used to. There was a time where trees could speak to humans so easily, and that veil has been closed off. Remember, you are picking up energies from the sun, the trees, all of nature. It is you. You are all one. But there are ways that they have manipulated your planet so you are disconnected. They have poisoned your world in many different ways. Through bloodshed, through sounds. Add another dimension. These dimensions are poisonous. Done in a frequency that is, at the time, was not heard of or seen that this can even be done. And they found a way to use another planet as a testing ground, and they brought their technologies here to implement their controls into your world to bring down its everything. What they did is they poisoned your nature so it cannot connect to you as you tried to connect to it. Put it through pain. At this time it is happening. They have adapted, but still there's still illness here. It is not what it used to be. Back in your Atlantean times, your Lemurian times, trees, nature was your friends. Not anymore. How many of you connected to a tree grid lately? Not many. Then this bothers us so much. But we cannot intervene too much because this is free will. You must let your world do as it wishes. Of course. We wouldn't want it any other way. So you're wondering where we are. Well, we are waiting for you patiently. We are giving you the knowledge of how to reconnect, but mostly to know what is happening. Who is doing this? The Sirians are very sharp in their logic as for dampening your planet to keep you from connecting to it. The last thing they want you to do is to connect to your planet. If once you connect to your planet, they've lost all control. They cannot have that. Because they want it for their own. They want its soil, gold. You have the idea. Your oceans have been polluted for many reasons. They are hostile. They should not be that way. Your waters should not be so hostile to the human race. It is. Your fish life is not always in pain, but they could be much better. And you also, the human race, don't you feel tired all the time, even after you slept all night, and still feel weak? What is that? What is causing that? These are advanced technologies used against you, which has been all the time especially those who are awakened, those that are asleep. They do not bother too much. But the more awakened you become, the more tired you become. But that's not always the case. They wish to dampen out whoever has become known to the true reality of this planet, and to think that you are all here by yourselves, humans here on this planet, alone, without extraterrestrials, is humorous, but also intriguing to us, for so many believe this. But we're terrified to believe that they are not. Terrified to even meet an extraterrestrial, which is understandable. At this dimensional, at this rate, the hostility of your third dimension is understandable why you'd be afraid of an ET approaching you or a ship landing in your backyard. It is understandable. Conversation is so vital to bringing us closer to you, but also for you to connect to yourself. This is said many, many times. Understand that the wickedness done to your world is loosening up, meaning we could say a little bit more than usual about the control systems on your planet. Your MIB are aware of this. Your elites obviously are too. There are meetings going on to what can be said, because they're becoming apparent. Because remember, you control this world. And your collective, even if you're unconsciously, you all still speak to each other and decide what you want for this planet. You decide when you want to wake up and when you do not. You are all planning this, you're just not always aware of it. And the awakening is here. It takes time. But the knowledge of us is increasing day by day. Instead of having a false us represented falsely, the truth of us is becoming closer, but in due time. Your Mother Earth has been through so much, and so have you. This hostile planet needs a helping hand during its awakening. You could say you've graduated. It just takes a while to get to that point of the ceremony. And those of you that are awakened to our energies, your channeling abilities will increase. Everything will increase on your own. Your confidence level will fire up. It just takes time. There are many worlds connecting to your planet daily. Many Sirian worlds are making themselves more well known over time to heal your oceans and to heal the souls that are here. It is you making the choice for our knowledge of us. And many unconsciously are doing so. Slowly finding information when they're not looking for it, but all of a sudden have an urge to look for it. These things are in work. It is very exciting for us. But realize many are impatient and want fourth density to increase into its full potential. But you must realize that the majority is not there yet, but will be. It is time for us to be known. But it is also time for you to all get in touch with yourselves, to have all the energy, have all the excitement you deserve, instead of being enclosed into this prison that's been done for all of you, cut off from your spiritual connections and your galactic families. It's like a razor blade to you all at one time, at one point, to cut you off. Most have forgotten. Not all, of course, but most have. Blessings. Connect to your son, and you will connect to us. Send your son energies of love, please. Blessings to you all. That's all I have for right now. Good night, blessings.